this is Dan Farisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Nick Berry, who is CEO of Origin Acoustics. Topic of conversation is, of course, CEDIA Expo. It is coming up very quickly now, mere weeks away. Everyone is psyched for Denver in September, and we're especially excited to see what Origin Acoustics is going to be showcasing. Always a major show for you. Thank you so much, Nick, for joining us and giving us at least a little bit of a preview or a hint about what is in store at CEDIA Expo this year.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dan. Appreciate it.
So let's get right into it. I know CEDIA Expo is always a big, big show for Origin Acoustics, but this seems like it might be something of a milestone year for the company. Do you want to talk about some of the ways in which this is a real milestone for Origin Acoustics?
Yeah, absolutely. We are always excited about CEDIA, and I think as many CEDIA companies in the industry, we plan our entire development cycle around what we're going to do at CEDIA. And this year is no different. We have several unique products that we'll be showcasing, as well as unveiling a brand new category to the industry. And so we couldn't be more excited, and we have never put as much into a show as here in 2026.
So speaking of key industry trends, I know that Origin Acoustics, because you are an industry leader in the field, is really uniquely positioned to have your finger right on the pulse of the trends going on in the custom home integration channel. What are you seeing right now, Nick, that makes you feel like these are the dominant trends? This is where we're going.
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate to work very closely with our integrators, and we get to see a lot of designs of projects and homes, and really look at what they're putting into these spaces and what the designers are doing. And several years back, some of the trends were shades, lighting control. Now we're seeing lighting fixtures. Today, those lighting fixtures are small. Typically, they're 3-inch or 4-inch fixtures. And so, as one of the industry leaders, we have chose to try to figure out how to make products that work seamlessly alongside of those. But it's not just making the product that can look like a 3-inch recessed light in the ceiling, but it's figuring out different methods of making that blend into the environment. So we see that wood is going on to ceilings, or stone is going on to fireplaces. And we want to have speakers that are built into those environments. And so we invested several years back in UV printing so that we can make sure that we can print on a grill and mimic that stone on the front wall, or mimic the wood grain in the ceiling, so that everything just kind of seamlessly blends in. But from a perspective of what we're seeing on a lot of these projects, is we're seeing a lot of lighting, and we're seeing a lot of light fixtures. That seems to be probably the most prevalent trend of the last couple of years, is our integrators getting more involved in lighting fixtures.
Yeah, I think that's a very astute point. I agree completely. And the industry watching that I do. I also want to talk a little bit about innovation, because when I think of Origin Acoustics, I immediately think about a company that is deeply committed to innovation in product development, finding meaningful solutions. What is your attitude internally and your team's attitude about being innovative?
Yeah, I think many years ago, Mr. Jeremy Burkhart kind of ran with the innovator die scenario. I'm not quite as extreme as that, but innovation is on our mind constantly. And so one of the ways that we make sure that we're always there, and we're always one of the first companies out there that is able to produce these unique types of products, is we constantly have a backlog of what I call skunk works projects, where we probably have 40 different variations of speakers right now that are sitting on a shelf that we've looked at, we've approved, we say sound great, but we don't quite have a need yet for them. And so sometimes that's because we designed something based upon a trend, and by the time we can actually come out with it, that trend has passed. But like many trends, they come back around. And so we can be really, really quick with being able to push something out there. There's other times that we feel strongly about something that we want to change the way that the industry does work today. And so that's one of the big announcements that we'll have at CEDIA this year, is with this new category that we're going to be launching, is to try to change the way that all integrators look at the projects.
Well, you mentioned integrators, and I want to talk a little bit about Origin's commitment to dealers because it really is second to none. I know you're focused on building those long-term partnerships. You want to help dealers grow their business. Can you tell me a little bit about that commitment and the investments you are making, including, of course, being at CEDIA Expo, the integrators show, the channel show, to support the dealers?
Yeah, we always have the dealer first front of mind. We run a facility here in Las Vegas that we have integrators that come in every single day. Um, I speak with an integrator almost daily in person, so we really understand what's going on out there. Whether that is these trends that we were talking about, or if it's just the general market conditions that are there. Um, at the show, we really want to help the integrators find what the next big thing is going to be for them and the next area of growth for them. If they're growing and succeeding out there, we all should be as well. And so as an industry, we look at a show like this not as a bunch of competitors getting together to sell our goods and services to the dealers, but a place that the dealers get to look at how they're going to build their future, and we all hope to participate in that. And I think that's really what, for me, the show is all about. We're able to see our friends. We're able to see all of our competitors that are also our friends because this is a very small industry. We're able to see all of the different publications that are out there, different design build community, and it really feels like coming home party every single year. And there's nothing during the course of the year that's exciting for us than CEDIA Expo.
Very, very well said. And I like what you said too about how it's about helping the dealers or helping the integrators envision their future, build their future. And you're going to be a catalyst for a facilitator of that. And then also, it is all about the community. That is what CEDIA Expo is about. It's about bringing the community together. And when they are together, they want to see those new product intros. They want those immersive demos. They want those hands-on conversations. And is that really the reason people should come to the Origin Acoustics booth this year? Because you're going to offer all of those plus more?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the amount of demonstrations that we're going to have is definitely the most that we've ever had. And they're going to be very unique in a very controlled environment and setting, which I think will leave everybody having the confidence that these solutions can go into any home, any business, any location.
And then my last question, Nick, is your vision for the future. As you say, from Jeremy to you, the entire team is committed to innovation. It's committed to difference making. What is your vision for the future? How are you going to continue to make a difference and elevate the custom home integration channel?
Yeah, I think first and foremost is with the different industry events, working with the AIA community, the architects, designers. We want to be a leader in that space. We want to bring our customers along for that ride. And that's where we think we can really help. We also believe that we can help with expanding into other categories that are out there where we do believe that a number of companies have slowed down their innovation. And that's for a number of reasons. But we believe that it's our duty to innovate these products and solutions for the future. And I think as a vision, that is our vision. We want to build the most unique, the best, the most reliable, the best sounding solutions that we can that help deliver quality projects with and for our dealers. But the ultimate goal is to also help deliver business to them. If we can deliver business to them, there is nothing more that they want than to get a beautiful project because of the unique, innovative products that we put out there that they have to support from Origin Acoustics.
Well, one company I know not slowing down their innovation is Origin Acoustics. So thank you so much, Nick Berry, for joining me today, really whetting my appetite, getting me excited for what I can look forward to seeing at CEDIA Expo this September when I get to the Origin Acoustics booth. I really appreciate the preview and the hints about what is in store.
Yeah, I appreciate the time and for all of the integrators that are out there listening, don't miss out. Please show up at CEDIA 2026 because if you don't, you're definitely going to feel like you missed.
Couldn't have said it better. Thank you again, Nick Berry, CEO of Origin Acoustics, who I will look forward to seeing at CEDIA Expo this September. My name is Dan Farisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald. We can't wait to see you in Denver in September, and we will talk to you soon.